Ladies and gentlemen, is this shit on, bro? What's up, everybody? Oh my god, dude, I've missed you guys. It's your boy, Josh or Zero here, bringing you all another live stream. Welcome, everyone, to the channel, to the Twitch stream. I appreciate each and every one of you guys, as always, and I am super excited about our show here tonight. Look, guys, it's on me. I need to be better about going live more and more for all of you. Let me turn this shit just a little bit. There we go. It's been a little while. You know, I had to process all of the stuff that happened over the course of this last week, man. So the last time, last time I went live was the showcase, man, the direct. And, you know, obviously, we've been creating content. We've been, posting videos and stuff. But, this week, I have just been thinking a lot about what we witnessed at that direct and at the showcase. And bro, I got to tell you guys, man, I still am so blown the fuck away at what we saw and what we witnessed on Sunday. And yeah, I mean, it hasn't even been a week yet, but I've just been processing this shit in my mind, guys. I've been literally processing it. And what I want to do on tonight's show is I want to talk with all of you about what we saw at the direct. And all of the things, man, that just blew me away. And as you can see from the title of the show, the great, the bad, and the ugly of Gears of War E-Day and what we have seen so far. And I'm really, really excited about this show, man, because it's not an official Gears cast. It's not an open mic. This is just raw kind of emotion and things of that nature. And like I said, guys, I got to be better about going live more. I told everybody, I was saying, we need to, after the direct, we need to turn this shit up a notch. And it's on me, dude. I've got to be better. I need to be streaming more. I've seen a number of other creators who've been streaming a lot. That's on me. I've been very, very, busy with things right now. But there's no excuses. I've got to be better, and I will be better. We're going to be streaming a lot, guys, here in the upcoming, certainly as we go here. I'm very, very excited about the future of this thing, what we're building together as a community. There is a lot of exciting things to be hyped about. I mean, there's things to be incredibly excited about. And we're going to start with those things here tonight. And I've got, as people are coming into the live chat, guys, Lego Batman, my man, what's up, brother? Extra Father, Sir Beefcake, Extra Father is going to be joining us here, guys, for sure. I just want to kind of give you guys quick overview before we really dive straight into this thing. There's a couple of things that really just have stuck with me that I wanted to talk about just briefly before really diving into all of the great things, the bad things, the ugly things, all of that stuff, and really dissecting it. I will tell you that one of the, just the things that feel absolutely surreal to me is the simple fact that it's real. This is actually really happening. We're getting a new Gears of War this year. It wasn't like this crazy, bait and switch where, we had this announcement trailer 2 years ago and it's felt like, man, we've just been waiting and waiting. And finally, we're getting to that day. And it was such a surreal moment for me. It was very surreal. It was certainly, I would say, guys, in terms of core memories of Gears of War, it is up there with, some of my greatest core memories ever. in Gears of War, like in my history of following this franchise, which I've been following passionately over the years, you know, since I got Gears of War 1 back in 2007. You know, I've just been, this has been just a passion of mine. And so this is a special title. I can kind of feel it. I really can. I can feel that there is, you know, there's been people who have been poo-pooing certain things about Gears of War E-Day and kind of being nitpicky. And I'm definitely going to be a little bit nitpicky about some stuff too, guys. There's no doubt about it. And we're going to, you know, like I said, I haven't talked to you guys since last week at the Direct or at the showcase and all of that. But the fact that Gears of War is back, and I can proudly say that, like, it's not just, you know, we had the announcement trailer and it was like, oh, Gears of War is back. Because we did feel it. We felt like, yo, this is the tone we wanted. This is exactly what we were hoping for. Gears of War is back. But now that is reinforced with what happened last week at the Direct, at the showcase. I mean, you know, certainly that the gameplay trailer that was shown, and then going into the Direct, it was reinforced that Gears of War as we know it is fucking back, guys. It's back. Yes, there are some concerns that I have, without a doubt, and I've had more time to think about some of those things. I've had time to think about other things that I may have been really positive about or really like excited about. I feel a little bit different about. There's things that I was feeling negatively about at first that I feel a little bit different about as well. And those are things that we're going to be diving into tonight, man. I'm so excited, dude, to just be able to like be on the, you know, hang out with all of my homies, everybody who's like, it's just, dude, it's been a while, man. It's felt like a while. I mean, it was last week, but here's what I can tell you. This has been good for me as far as, you know, obviously we're putting out content every day on the YouTube channel, but these last number of days, guys, have been really good for me from a mental perspective, figuring out like what I wanted to say about Gears of War E-Day now, leading us into the next number of months until we get to the beta, right? The open beta, and then from that point to launch day. You know, it was a really good kind of almost reset because, as you guys know, we were live for like 8 hours during the showcase, and then afterwards, I mean, we were just talking and I mean, dude, I was just so blown away at what I had seen. I was so excited. And so I needed a few days to really digest everything and figure out, okay, just kind of be able to articulate it in my mind how I was feeling about E-Day. Like, after a few days, like, okay, was it just I was just really excited that day, and then I started watching everything over again, off camera. I was watching the Direct again. I watched the gameplay trailer over and over and over again, like off camera, guys. I mean, we were watching it over and over again during, you know, actually during the live stream, but off camera, just watching it and just like seeing things that I maybe didn't see before, and like, it was great. It was an awesome experience for me. Now, I can really feel confident kind of articulating certain things a little bit better from watching it a number of times. And even, guys, since I was last live, there's been a lot of news. Like, there's been a lot of things that have come out since the last time I was live. But tonight, what I really want to go into is the great things that we have seen so far for Gears of War E-Day, the bad and the ugly. And really, guys, when we talk about the bad and the ugly, there's really not a lot of stuff to talk about, but we are going to talk about it nonetheless because no game is perfect. And Gears of War E-Day could be the closest thing that we've had to a perfect Gears of War title in a long time. If, you know, obviously the coalition listen to the community, you know, take that constructive criticism, that constructive feedback, and do something about it. So with that being said, bring some of you, my homies, into this thing, dude. It's been a while, boys. Sebastian, this game looks legendary. It does, man. There's not a lot of negative things I can really say about it, but we are going to talk about the things I'm very excited about, the things I'm concerned about, the things I still have questions about. We're going to dissect those things tonight. Nightcrawler, what's up, homie? The revive animation looks very lazy from a new game engine perspective. Just look at it. We need TC on that. I mean, look, I think there's a number of things. Like, as we're going into this, okay, there has been so much talk, guys, in the community about, like, people just breaking down and dissecting the living hell out of what we've seen so far, which is a good thing. I mean, it's a great thing. I mean, there's so much buzz about E-Day. I mean, we haven't seen this much buzz about Gears of War in a long time, dude. I mean, the last time I can really recall having this kind of buzz and this excitement around E-Day was, or I'm sorry, not E-Day, but Gears of War was probably Gears of War 4, because it was like the first official, like, continuation of Gears of War as we knew it, from a new studio, that being the Coalition. Even though they had done, Gears of War Ultimate Edition, that was more of a safe bet. And going to Gears of War 4, there was a lot of excitement around that. But this feels very different. Like, just the anticipation and excitement, guys, is at an all-time high. I mean, I don't know if I've ever seen people this excited, really, ever. Maybe Gears of War 3? Maybe? Like, that long ago? It was a while ago. I remember there was so much excitement around Gears of War 3. This feels different, though. This feels really different. So, anyways, what I'm getting at is the Coalition. Look, there's a lot of changes happening here. We're going on a journey now, guys. This is going to be a journey that we're going on, and I think that the Coalition have absolutely cooked like we have never seen them cook before, it looks like, with the amount of detail and everything else. Now I feel confident that we can we should trust the Coalition a little bit to, give them time to maybe fix things that we're concerned about, right? Or let's play the game first, see how it goes, and then we can kind of give that constructive feedback, things of that nature, okay? Dude, you guys are already going crazy. Lost, what's up, brother? E-Day is upon us, bro. Yeah, 100%, man. I mean, it's coming. I mean, look, there is the every day that goes by, we get closer to E-Day. And the fact that E-Day's coming this year, guys, it's coming out in October. I mean, it's just a number of months away. We've got the beta coming out, in August, which, I mean, a couple of months away, guys. I mean, we're getting there. We are up. It is coming. It's upon us. Like, we are certainly getting to where we ultimately want to go. Our ultimate destination being Gears of War E-Day. Super excited about it. Jake, what's up, brother? We have hope. This week has been a dream. Dude, it's been a total dream, man. It really has. I mean, it's a dream come true for me. Certainly, because I got to tell you guys, man, I was very optimistic, very excited about the showcase, the direct. I was really excited about it. But in the back of my mind, I was like, man, dude, like, the anticipation and the hype for this game is just at an all-time high. Can they really meet it? Especially after that announcement trailer, a couple of years ago. My thought was, can the Coalition deliver on what we saw a couple of years ago at that announcement trailer? And somehow, guys, they fucking delivered. And they exceeded my expectations in a number of ways. So, yeah, dude, there is a new hope for Gears of War as we know it. Nasty, what's up, brother? Got my collector's edition. Hell yeah, dude. I've got mine on pre-order as well. Very, very excited about it. And, dude, I want that statue or that figure. Oh, man, I want that shit, dude. That is so sick. The amount of E-Day content I've consumed this week has been silly. Yeah. I mean, I've been, in the background, I've been taking in a lot of content from other, content creators and just people who, like, what's cool about this whole thing is there's new people coming in, man. We're starting to get some new people creating content around Gears of War E-Day. They feel like, dude, there's something cool here with Gears of War E-Day. And so we're getting some new people creating content, and I love that, dude. People I've never seen content from before. It's exciting, dude. It's a really exciting time. I'm fucking stoked for this game. Let's go, brother. Devin Parker, what up, homie? What's going on, Zero? Definitely need extra. Jack lost in again. Oh, yeah. Definitely need extra and Jack and Lost and all the boys in another open mic. Without a shadow of a doubt, bro, we're going to be doing a number of those. Absolutely. I'm going to be doing a open mic here probably. I'm hoping to do it, within the next week for sure. I want to do another Gears cast here pretty soon as well. I'll be getting Extra Father on the show here tonight with me here very, very shortly. But yeah, we want to look, I got to even bring on some new people as well from the community onto the show as well, man. Definitely. I want to hear from all of you. I want to hear what you guys think about what you guys are seeing and what you're excited about and all of those things in relation to Gears of War E-Day. Hype for E-Day is insane. It really is. It is so hype, dude. Let's see. MD, what's up, brother? Oh, man. Dude, you guys are going crazy. King, what up, homie? I'm really excited for Horde, and I haven't been into Horde since the OG Horde. Really into the brutality being back. Well, it's interesting because, Horde mode, that's definitely something we're going to talk about tonight. Horde mode it's an interesting one, dude, because Horde Siege is a very fascinating concept to me. I've stated for a while I really want to see them. I'm really hoping that they kind of open it up to a number of other modes within Horde mode, not just Horde Siege. I'm hoping that they do some classic modes and, things of that nature. I think that would be really cool. Brian, what's up, man? I'm so hyped. Hell yeah, dude. I'm super excited too, man. I'm really, really excited about it. Tej, what is up, brother? So guys, look, I want to start the show tonight with this. And guys, I gotta get Extra Father in here, of course, my homie. I'm gonna bring Extra in, and look, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you that I've got a bunch of stuff to pick your guys' brains about here tonight. A bunch of shit. So, let's do this. Let's get Extra in here. Extra.
Yo.
Yo, what's up, brother? How you doing, man?
Can you hear me?
Bro, loud and fucking clear, homie.
Good shit.
How you doing, man?
Doing good, man. It's been a good week.
It's been a really good week, dude. The one thing...
all this content I've been fucking just taking in.
There's
awesome.
There's a lot of awesome content, dude. I mean, dude, people are coming up with some really cool ideas. They're coming up with some, just a lot of deep dives and stuff that I've been really seeing quite a bit in relation to E-Day. It's really exciting, dude. There's a ton of excitement, and it's through the roof, really. I mean, when I really think about it, I haven't seen this kind of buzz and excitement around Gears of War in a while, dude. And it is, I mean, the fact that it's our game, dude, and we're getting this kind of excitement around it we're on the right track, dude. We're on the right track. So, listen, the way I wanted to start this show, guys, oh my God. So, Lost, my homie, $9.99. I appreciate you, brother, as always. Fucking Love you, dude. Bringing the fucking hype. Gears of War is fucking back. It absolutely is, dude. And we're gonna break this shit down. And so I want to start here, Extra, because the way I want to do this is we're gonna talk about, and a lot of this is gonna be my opinion, guys, on things. Extra's gonna give his opinion on it. Some of this stuff I'm sure he'll agree with, some of it he won't agree with, and it's gonna be great because I can't wait to hear from all of you guys as well in the comment section and the live chat. So we're going to start with this. I want to start with the great because, I mean, my God, dude, overall, there is so much great to have about Gears of War E-Day and what we've seen so far. So let's start with this. Number one is that, of course, guys, as I mentioned earlier, Gears of War is back. There is no fucking question at this point about it. It is absolutely back. Here's what I love, though. The gameplay, the story, the tone, and the mechanics all seem in a number of ways to work, have like this, it's almost like working as like a cohesive unit, I believe, to create something like very unique, but I also think, and think certainly that we have never seen in Gears of War's history, but I think that it's going to create a very unique experience. And we talked about this actually on Sunday. We talked about how there is no game on the market that is coming out that is anything like Gears of War E-Day. And I think that with the tone, the setting, the gameplay, the mechanics, even though, yes, there are question marks, as a cohesive unit, I believe, and with the coalition sounding locked the fuck in, dude, I think that when issues arise, they're gonna be on it. Extra, what do you think about the gameplay, story, tone, mechanics kind of working somewhat as like a cohesive unit? And do you think that when issues arise, which there will be certainly, do you think that the coalition is going to respond very quickly to any type of negativity that happens?
I mean, hell, we've already seen it.
Yeah.
They've already put out a post about the active reload, which I praised them for.
Yeah.
Like, thank you for that. Like, it would have been nice to be in the deep dive, but I'm glad they're being clear about that because obviously that is a touchy subject for a lot of us Gears fans. I said my thing about it. I've seen Shadows say his thing about it. Ab said it. Pretty sure you said it in your live stream as well. And, like, it's one of those things, like, active reload has been such a Gears thing. Like,
yeah,
no other game has that. Mm-hmm. So, like, for them to think to like, push it aside and not, do anything about it, and then clarify, like, hey, it's still in the game, and it's an option, which I had a feeling that it was going to be a toggle. I had a feeling about it. But about the whole graphics and everything working together, I mean, most of that, I think, is all of this is being completely remade in Unreal Engine 5. Nothing was ported. So everything was made in the same engine, all the animations, all the graphics, all the lighting, everything was made in the same engine. And I think a lot of new games that are going to be completely rebuilt in new engines are just going to feel different. Like, as far as like the smoothness, I was very, very weirded out about the whole running mechanic in the game. Because we've had the roadie one run for forever. So seeing somebody run at full speed like that really caught me off guard. But as we saw them with the armor, I was like, okay, now I see it. Now I see the vision for it. And I think once we get our hands on this game, it's going to be a little bit of a fucking a learning curve for us Gears fans. but everybody is basically starting off with a new slate. Like everyone. So
Exactly.
everyone is going to be playing this game like we've never played a Gears game before. And I think that is absolutely one of the smartest fucking things that TC has ever done. And I'm going to praise them for that because Gears, let's face it, Gears, if we would have seen a Gears 6 right now, with all the mechanics that we've had in Gears for a long time, unfortunately, I think it would die. So I think TC making all these changes is really good for the future. The only thing I will say, well, I'll actually save that for later because it is a negative thing. But
Yeah.
yeah, we'll save that for later. But I think as an overall package, this is a really great fucking start, guys. Like this is a really great start. We've seen all these new mechanics get introduced in the game, and it seems like TC is really taking advantage of this engine to its fullest capacity. I mean, we do not see any game like this on the market whatsoever. I think the closest thing is maybe Helldivers.
Yeah.
Maybe. So it's like, dude, this game has such a chance to completely take over. Like completely take over for the next few years.
Yeah.
So I'm really happy about it.
I really am too. And I love what you said, man. Just how this is like a fresh start for all of us. Whether you've been playing Gears of War from day one or you're just kind of jumping into the franchise, I agree with you, dude. I think that this is a fresh slate. It's like we're all kind of on, square one now once again. And I think that is a really that's a good thing. I'm totally with you, dude. I think it's a great thing that we are all on the same kind of playing field. We're all kind of going into this thing together. And I agree with you. I think the Coalition doing that was it was a ballsy move, and it was a ballsy move for Xbox too. They were probably like, dude, I don't know about this. Like, there was probably like a lot of questions about the direction that they were going in, but probably deep down they knew, the Coalition knew that changes just needed to be made. And I gotta say, dude, you kind of alluded to it. I've given the Coalition a lot of shit extra in relation to...
we both have.
Yeah, you and I both have, dude. And I got to say this, man. Like, if anybody from the Coalition's watching, man, like, bro, you guys fucking crushed it. And you guys are crushing it right now. When it comes to... Extra, one of the things that you and I were talking about, like, where's the free marketing? What, like, are you guys going to start posting and shit? Bro, they're posting...
They're posting every day now.
They're posting every day. So I'm like, okay, well, like, this is the type of shit I want. Like, I wanted to see a while ago, but it's like they're doing it now. I got to say, though, like, massive shout out to the Coalition, dude. They have been quiet. They've been silent all this time. And for the reason, I mean, it's a good reason because what they've been making right now, dude, I think that they've got, people are talking about like, a game of the year contender. I think like, I don't know if Gears of War E-Day could be a game of the year contender. I mean, I think it might be able to get nominated. I just don't know with the gore if they would allow it to get nominated. But I do think that it could, depending on how the multiplayer is, depending on how the story is, it could get nominated for like best graphics. It could get nominated for best multiplayer. Like, who knows, dude? There's other things that it could win outside of maybe the game of the year. But anyway, do you think that it's a game of the year contender?
I mean, I just looked up game of the year in 2006, and Gears of War was second.
Really? Wait.
Yes.
Wait, which year?
2006.
Oh, shit.
So, if we think about this could be game of the year.
Hell yeah, dude.
Or second. It could be right behind GTA 6. It honestly
with
very well could be.
Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, no, that's true, man. Yeah. But anyways, like that's one of the great things is that the Coalition seem like they are they're really working together as a cohesive unit, man. Like, you can just tell, even like the direct and the trailers that they've shown us, the gameplay trailer and like, you know, everything they showed us at the direct, it was carefully, meticulously put together. Like, you know, they're blurring certain things out, that they're like teasing you with a main menu screen, and then they're, you know, like, there's just like little things that they're teasing us with. And what that tells me, Extra, what I believe, what that's doing is that there's a certain level of detail and a certain level of awareness that the Coalition has, which what I'm getting at is I think that that's going to stem into the actual game, where they're going to have all kinds of fucking Easter eggs in the campaign. I think they're going to have like just the level of detail, like they know what the community, like they're starting to listen to really what we want. And oh man, dude, they really could cook. They could absolutely cook with this. And I agree with you, dude. I think you and I have talked about it being the biggest Gears of War potentially of all time. I think that is absolutely on the table. I think that it should be the biggest. I mean, I feel like every Gears of War title that comes out should be bigger than the previous. It's just like, that's just process. Like, it should be bigger. But I think that this is clearly reaching the audience in terms of what we wanted. And that kind of leads me into, you know, the major focus, of course, at the showcase, I should say at the direct, that we really, we believed we were going to see, and what ended up coming true, was primarily seeing the campaign and gameplay surrounding the campaign and what this story is, all of that. We recently got some more news, Extra. The longest campaign in Gears of War history. 14 hours, brother. A 14-hour campaign. And I mean, dude, normally, I mean, I play the campaign, you know, if I go back and play the older, you know, Gears of War, even like the more recent ones, I mean, you're talking, you know, they could be anywhere between 6, 8, 10 hours tops. You know what I'm saying? Like, not super, super long campaigns. A 14-hour campaign, man, that is impressive. And I'm very fascinated to see, I mean, because it's 3 days in Kelowna, 14 hours of gameplay, or, you know, the campaign is, so to speak, and maybe it's more like, maybe it's closer to 20 hours with, like, if you're doing everything, exploring and everything else. What do you think about a 14-hour campaign, dude?
Well, here's the thing. I do think this is going to be the longest Gears of War campaign we've seen. The amount of things that, you know, TC could do with this campaign is absolutely fucking limitless. So, but the thing that bothered me about that post, they said the Gears of War 1 campaign was 9 hours. I don't know who's trying to play Gears of War for 9 hours, but it does not take that long. I mean, I could play it on Insane in 6. I don't know who's doing all that for Gears of War 1.
Right.
But I do think that this could very well be the longest one, because there is so much potential, and like it's limitless basically. Mm-hmm. So I would expect that. And I thought a few months ago, I was like, man, this very well could be one of the longest Gears of War campaigns, and here it is. It's the longest Gears of War campaigns.
Yeah, honestly, dude, I didn't really see it coming. I didn't really see a 14, like the longest campaign, you know, or like a 14 hour. That wasn't something that was on my bingo card. Like, I felt like, you know, it would be kind of, it would be like a normal length campaign. I didn't think it was going to be anything like super crazy, especially because it's kind of, I just didn't, honestly, dude, I didn't know if Xbox was really going to give them the budget to do really anything they wanted based on what's happened in the past. I was kind of thinking maybe they're going to put the Coalition on a little bit of a leash here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, that's at least what it was in my brain. I was like, I just, it would be cool. I would love if it was a really long campaign. But part of me just felt like, I don't think they're going to do it. And they are. They Xbox must have really felt good about the direction that the coalition was going in here. I don't know. So I mean, I'm elated about it. I am fucking hyped out of my mind to have a longer campaign. Like, the longer that we're immersed in this world, the better. But yeah, bro. That was something I was really not expecting, but it was a real pleasant surprise. The thing about it, though, is, dude, and I told you this before, the one thing about the campaign being longer like this is, like a movie, if it's too long, it's like, man, dude, like,
Right.
you feel like at times, like, movies can be trimmed shorter, and it would be perfect ending somewhere else than where it actually ends. And so I'm just hoping that here, it all is, like, I don't know, justified, or I just hope that the screen time we get is incredible. Like, it's an absolutely amazing narrative from beginning to end. You know what I'm saying? That's just what I'm hoping. I just don't want it to be kind of like, there's like these moments where it's very slow. Like, I love the world building. I want to see Marcus and Dom sit down, have a beer together, all that stuff. I just don't want there to be like these super slow, elongated moments. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, dude, what the fuck are we doing here? Like,
Can we speed this up?
yeah, right, exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying. So, the campaign, guys, let's fucking go. I'm all in for a 14-hour campaign, especially from beginning to end. And also, by the way, Extra, I'm even saying, on the flip side of that, I'm not saying that they have to have a 14-hour non-stop fucking action, like you don't even get a chance to breathe. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, I kind of want it to be, we want it to be primarily like, the action parts of it. Also the horror elements, definitely, because that was one of the things that I've been wondering about is, because so much of what they showed us at the Direct, as well as just, the gameplay trailer, a lot of, like, daylight that's happening. So it's not as, like, dark as I was expecting, at least what they've shown us so far. So I really want to I'm hoping that they lean into the horror elements of this thing too, to an extent, but we'll have to wait and see. Excited about the campaign, guys. We also got that, okay, so ranked play.
I got some recent news for you
Okay, let's hear it.
from the development.
Let's hear it.
So
dude.
Charlie Intel, do you know who Charlie Intel is?
Oh, of course.
He just dropped a tweet 2 hours ago saying Gears of War E-Day reportedly has a $400 million development budget.
Okay.
Think about that. That's a lot of money to develop a game. Now, I'm trying to go find how much it took to develop a game like Forza. And it says, while there's no official figure, it says it ranges from 50 million to 100 million. Now, if we're comparing...
Wait, hold on. Say that again. You're saying the marketing budget?
No.
Or what are you talking about?
The development budget.
The development budget, right. Okay. So yeah. So 400 million we're talking for the development of the game.
Yep.
Not including marketing.
Nope. Which means Xbox is pushing the fuck out of this game.
I mean, they have to. They have to.
And if we think about how great and how good Forza Horizon 6 is, as far as visual fidelity, the world building, the cars, the graphics, the sound, I mean, dude, that game plays amazing.
Yep.
And Gears of War E-Day being this new fucking third-person, mature, gory, intense, insane game, getting that kind of backing, dude, that's crazy.
It is. Well,
If it's true.
Right. It also concerns me, though, when you hear the comments from, like, Asha saying that, some of these studios, they're going to have a big reset happening here, where it sounds like some of the studios are going to get shut down and stuff. At least this is what the reports are coming out. That her recent comments. She's been, so it's. I mean, dude, we talked about how this is a make or break title for Gears of War. I mean, now you talk about pressure to deliver. You don't deliver on this, and you've got reportedly that big of a budget, dude.
Right.
It's gonna be it's a lot of money, dude. I mean, because
they got to listen to the community. They have to listen to the community at that point.
You have to. I mean, you've got to listen to the community. You've got to. I mean, yeah, dude, you got to really push this game. Wow. I mean, you know what, dude? If that's true, that it's that big of a budget, which Charlie Intel is pretty reliable in terms of being a source. Yep. Them not marketing before the show or before the direct is now becoming more and more like, what the fuck? Why were we not at least marketing this shit freely? I'm not even talking about, at least getting people, like, setting out reminders to people on social media, yo, the direct's coming, and what, I mean, it's all in the past now, but I'm saying, like, if you've got that kind of pressure, how are you just gonna wait this long? And we're gonna get to some of the bad and the ugly things going on here, guys, with E-Day that I see, but man, dude, yeah, if that's true, it's cool that they're Xbox is like, yo, we believe in Gears of War, we believe in this franchise still, but man, dude, you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself to make sure that this thing, it has to, because I mean, think about this extra. I mean, we're gonna get to some of the bad here, but it being an Xbox exclusive and all these people, a bunch of people are gonna be playing the game on Game Pass.
Dude, it was huge for Gears 5.
I know.
It was massive for Gears 5.
It was. Man. Bro. Yeah, you got... it's going to be... Oh my... Holy shit. Yeah, that's nerve-wracking, bro. It's a little nerve-wracking. But, pressure creates diamonds. So,
True.
Let's fucking go. Ranked play, dude. So we've got ranked is coming back. Now, extra, did they say? I don't recall them saying that it was coming at launch.
Actually, let me check the page on Steam real quick.
I don't think it was coming at launch, which is interesting because I thought that if we were gonna. When ranked play comes out, I felt like someone was going to be asking these guys questions about competitive play and like the esports scene and all of that stuff. Mm-hmm. I have not heard nothing about that, but ranked play 4v4 is the meta here. I mean, it seems. I don't even know if they're going to have 5v5 as an option. It sounds like they're kind of really all in on 4v4. At least that's
maybe they change it after the beta. Maybe
that's what I'm wondering, because I feel like you should have both.
Yeah.
I'm not even like, dude, no bullshit, man. I really think they gotta have both. I don't really like I've told everybody, guys, that I don't really. To me, I've had good experiences with 4v4 as well as 5v5. I've had bad experiences with 4v4 and 5v5. So to me, it's like whatever, but I do think that you need to have both of those things. I just do. And I'm not saying, I think one of the things we've talked a lot about extra is we don't want to split the community up into have like all these playlists.
Right away.
Right. We don't want to do that. But I do think that fundamentally 4v4 and 5v5 can be utilized in different game modes, and we haven't heard anything about a large scale game mode like
Dude,
the 20v20.
It would be fucking perfect, man.
It would be perfect because I mean, like you think about the 12-player Horde Siege, and what they're doing there. You and I talked about Beast Mode, Beast Mode 2.0.
Oh my god, don't even get me started. Don't even get me started about Beast Mode being in this.
It should be in this, dude. Oh man, it should absolutely be in this. But
and by the way, It says all it says is lock in and climb the ranks in ranked or jump into social. It doesn't say anything specific.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it could be during the beta. I mean, they did do that for Gears 5. So they
Yeah.
had a social arcade, and then they had ranked King of the Hill, and I think it was TDM. So
Yeah. I just I'm not even, dude. What I'm about to say, I'm not even fucking kidding, dude. I really think personally that there should be very, very a limited amount of modes at launch.
Yep.
At launch, minimal amount, and yeah, I want them to have new. We've talked about this too, dude, where it's like I want all new maps at launch. I don't want any rinse and repeat, and they're going to do all new maps, which is awesome. I also, though, would like to have some new game modes. And yes, I mean, Horde Siege we're getting for sure. That's more of a, like cooperative PvE, but I want some new shit. Like, I just want to see the creativity that the coalition. I mean, bro, the amount of creativity the coalition has done that we've seen so far with E-Day is fucking wild. And so it's like, I want to see, did they come up with? I mean, dude, Escalation, I think, is one of the best newer game modes that came out. Like, when Gears of War 4, when Gears of War 4 came out, dude, I was like, bro, this is one of my favorite new game modes in all of gaming. And so I'm like, I want to see more of that. I want to see more of, like, just innovative game modes. You know what I'm saying? And by the way, guys, I know, dude, you guys are going crazy. I love you guys. Bro, I fucking love you guys. But as Extra and I are kind of talking, we're kind of talking through this. I should have said this in the beginning. Listen, guys, as these chats have been getting crazy, I love going through and, like talking to you guys and stuff like that. It gets a little bit challenging as we're kind of trying to stay on, like, our topics. If you have some a question that you absolutely want us to answer on the show, super easy, guys. If you leave us a super chat, it'll highlight your question, and then and it also supports the shows. And so, that's the best way to ask a question to us while we're kind of going through this. But anyways, I fucking love you guys for, like, just everything, dude. You guys are fucking awesome. So I guess what I'm getting at, though, is ultimately, Extra, that I do want to see some creativity with the game modes, some new game modes. I mean, do you want to see some new, like, you want to see new game modes as well as some of the classics? Yeah, right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, 100%.
Fucking blow my brain out with all the new shit, dude.
100%.
Just go with it.
Yeah, let's go. Let's fucking go. Okay. The last thing, Extra, we kind of alluded to it, that I've got in terms of just great. And like I said, guys, most of the shit, dude, is fucking great. The last thing is, I was concerned about it, dude. I was a little bit concerned about it at first, but now I'm starting to kind of ease up a little bit. The marketing, dude.
Yeah.
We're seeing life with the marketing. Dude, it's been just so fun. We just wanted this so bad, dude, to just, like, can you just post on social media for free, please? And they fucking are. I mean, they are now. And they're posting different things. And Gears community's getting involved. Gears of War's X page is getting involved. Xbox is posting shit about Gears of War E-Day. It's fucking awesome, dude. It's like, okay, let's keep the shit up. I kind of want to see it ramp up a little bit more even. I want to see, like, can we even just, like, fucking slam this shit down people's throats? Like, and some people are like, well, dude, if you have too much marketing, it's bad. No, dude. Like, you got it, like, because there's going to be a lot of people who are coming on to X or whatever who might not be daily users or daily users of Facebook or whatever social media platform, YouTube. Bro, they should be posting every single day on YouTube, posting every single day on X, every single day on Facebook, like slamming like this shit down people's throats, because there's going to be people who aren't on these platforms all the time. When they do come to the platform, they're like, holy shit, dude. Like, and they see something. The buzz is out there. They see something. They're reminded, Gears of War E-Day. It's like, holy shit, dude, that game's still coming, or whatever, dude. Like, it's just, I feel like the free marketing is massive. I'm interested to see what this looks like as we move into the summer here, in terms of them really ramping up the marketing on more of like a wide global scale, in terms of, you know, whether we're talking commercials on TV. I mean, this game coming out in October, I feel like they're going to really they're going to ramp it up. I feel probably relatively heavily in July and August, because especially August, because, well, I was thinking August, but maybe more July, dude, because they're going to want remind people of the beta. Boom. And they got the beta in the August 6th to the 10th. So they're probably going to want to launch like a full-scale attack on the marketing in July. And then after the beta, I'm sure they're going to probably ramp it up. They'll probably slow down a little bit, and then they ramp it up again in September. I don't know. How do you think they're going to play it?
I think we'll see a lot of marketing like 2 weeks before the beta, and then they're going to wait for people to get a grasp on the game. I really do think they want to play, like, they want as many people playing that beta, because like this is their baby now. This is like Cliff Bleszinski with Gears of War. This is TC with Gears of War. Like, this is their baby. They want to make sure that everyone can play it.
Yeah. I
mean, and then there's a reason why all these gameplay changes happened. They want new people. That is the broad stroke of this whole thing.
Yep.
They want new people. They want to see how people play the game. And with that many people playing the game, all that does is help your game. Like, you've got... This isn't 2006 anymore, so people are going to play your beta. They're going to tell you how your beta plays on YouTube, on Twitch, on Kick, on all these different platforms. It's never been so easy for a gaming company to get feedback from their multiplayer. It's never been this easy.
Right.
So they're going to go fully hard with that, and then we'll probably see more marketing maybe like 2 or 3 weeks after the beta. Once everything settles, they get all the feedback, and then we'll keep seeing marketing until the game releases.
Yeah.
Or maybe we'll see another Horde a Horde event. Like, dude, they'll do the Horde Siege.
Dude, I would love to see that, dude. I would love to have like a Horde Direct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where they have like two, like, with Gears of War 4, they had like, I can't remember if it was like 2 or 3 different teams try and beat the 50 wave, who could beat it the fastest. And I really liked how they did that.
Wait, in which Gears of War?
Gears of War 4.
Oh, yeah. I do remember.
Because remember, they introduced the fabrication.
Right. Yeah.
Right? And all the new classes. So, and it took a long time for people to get that. Because they put them on insane.
Yeah, right.
And they put, like, it was a drag.
Yeah, no, I'm
that was cool.
Dude. It was, yeah, I remember that. That was fucking sick, dude. Yeah. No, I'm with you, dude. I think that you can tell, dude, the more that bro, you and I have called so much of this shit, dude. Bro, the fact that we were like, dude, the Coalition didn't want to make Reloaded.
Yep.
Like, dude, it's so...
Absolutely.
It's so clear. Like, guys, chat, it's clear as day that they did not want to do Reloaded. They wanted to do this. And this is, like, I mean, my God, dude. What a... I mean, dude, if people were worried about what the Coalition was doing after Reloaded came out, man, dude, they're just proving everybody, like... wrong, or they're kind of putting it to Xbox, or however you want to put it. Unbelievable. But with that, guys, let's move on to the bad. And like I said, guys, in terms of the bad and the ugly, well, it's not like there's a lot of stuff, but it's important that we talk about the great that is Gears of War E-Day, and we talk about and put spotlights on the other stuff, because some of the things, guys, that I'm sure a lot of you are accustomed to now with me, and the things that myself and Extra talk about, we may not talk necessarily about exactly what you want to hear, but what you need to hear. Because a lot of this, and what that is just pure being real about certain things that are happening. Because like I said, mostly everything about Gears of War E-Day at this point in time is unfucking believable. But there's also things that a little bit concerned about. So, let's start here. I've talked about it a lot, dude. And the thing that is most, I shouldn't say most concerning, Extra, but now obviously that's the first I've heard about the marketing budget for this thing being anywhere around $400 million, close, probably when the marketing is all said and done, it's going to be close to $500 million for this game. And we've got a massive PlayStation debacle happening right now. And where we have lots of people are up in arms, dude, about Gears of War E-Day not coming to PlayStation. And I'm one of those people, dude, that I pounded the fucking table, dude. I said, this shit needs to come to PlayStation because I believe, Extra, and I've said it a lot, that E-Day, if it was going to be what we believed it could be, like the biggest Gears of War of all time, like it was, and this was before the Direct, this was way before all of that. I said, dude, this shit is going, if they hit what we saw at the announcement trailer, they hit this out of the park, this is going to be a massive title. And I was like, dude, I believe that Gears of War E-Day, if it comes to PlayStation, we got it on Xbox and PC, I believed in my heart of hearts, dude, it could take on Call of Duty. It could take on Arc Raiders. It could take on, I mean, shit, dude, who knows? Could it take on Fortnite? Probably not, but it's hard to say. But I'm just saying, could it compete? I said, yes, it can on PlayStation. After seeing the Direct, after seeing the gameplay, after seeing all the innovations that's happening here, after seeing the level of detail, all of it, dude, I'm like, bro, if this shit was coming to PlayStation, I think that it could be top 3 biggest games of the year. And we're talking in a year where GTA 6 is coming out. And you have a new Call of Duty, right? I believe that. And dude, it still could be like one of the top selling games this year. It's hard to say, right? But I'm saying as a mature game, like the mature third person shooter of our time, clearly with how gory this shit is. If it came to PlayStation, I was like, dude, all in. I'm like, dude, this could be one of the best selling games of the year. Well, the issue, Extra, is yes, that not only did it not come to PlayStation, but I think what's got even more of the PlayStation audience up in arms about it. And even myself, dude, I'm not gonna lie, dude. I'm not bullshitting everybody on here. The podcast. And the podcast guys, for those of you who don't know, the Coalition had a podcast talking about Gears of War E-Day. And it released after the Direct. I believe it was the following day. And that podcast had a graphic come up, and it was Gears of War E-Day, the graphic that we've all seen, but it didn't have just Xbox on there. It had PlayStation on there, and they took it down. They took it down, yep. And they edited it, and then they after re-editing it, they re-uploaded it, and so. The reality is, guys, is that this game was made for PlayStation as well. I mean, it's an Xbox game first, but it was made for PlayStation. And the thing that I'm worried about extra is I don't want Gears of War to be treated kind of as a lab rat. And I'll explain why I say that. Asha Sharma pulling the plug, which, by the way, guys, I do want to say this. You know, people are like, dude, it was a day before. There were reports that came out from Charlie Intel, Jeff Grubb, number of people.
It was months, dude.
It was a while back. I don't know if it was months. There was a shot of Asha Sharma in the lab, or in that background that we saw at the Direct, that she was holding a clapper. For those of you who don't know what a clapper is, it's like, it says like scene 1, take 4, whatever. She's holding it. In the background is like Xbox, and that is exactly where she was recording for the Gears of War spot that happened where she announced it was going to be an exclusive. I don't remember extra. That was a few weeks before the Direct, wasn't it?
Yep, it was.
So it was not, a day before. But
No.
here's where
it would be crazy.
That would be crazy. But here's where it bothers me, bro.
I know exactly where you're going with this too, and I completely agree.
Some people didn't get the memo. And I'm wondering if the coalition was blindsided. And would that hurt some morale in that studio? Where did they know that they were getting pulled from PlayStation? So I guess what I'm trying to paint the picture of, guys, where I'm saying bad is, you have to imagine you're a game developer. None of us are game developers in here, unless somebody from the coalition or some of you are game developers in the chat. What we have to think about is you have worked years on this thing, and you believe that, like, dude, we got something fucking special, dude. Because if I'm at the coalition and I'm working on Gears of War E-Day, everybody's talking all the noise on the outside, but inside of the coalition, we're like, dude, we got something fucking special, and we want everybody's gonna know about it because it's going to PlayStation, it's Xbox, it's PC, it's fucking everything. And then all of a sudden, the rug gets pulled. And now, if you know about it, if they tell you up front, like, hey, dude, guys, sorry, we're not doing this. But the reports are saying that there was a very select group of people who knew that Gears of War E-Day was going to be an exclusive to Xbox, that they were changing course here. So that is one thing that really bothers me, because if I'm working at the coalition and someone rug pulls it, and say I'm one of the people who was actually helping port this shit to PlayStation, and I have no idea how the complexities of that. I have no idea how much money it is to do that. Like, but if we're talking a $400 million budget, and you just fucking pull the rug out from under PlayStation to put E-Day on whatever. I mean, just on Xbox. To me, it's like, it's a little bit, I'm not going to say it's, I guess what I'll say is that it is very risky, because
yes,
I mean, we're going to get to the ugly later, but extra, the fact that this happened and not everybody knew about it who probably was working on E-Day, who works at the coalition, I would say a vast majority of them did not even know this was fucking happening until it did. The day of the Direct. The day of the showcase, I'm sorry. That is what really kind of just bothers me about the whole situation. And when I say lab rat, what I'm saying is this. I'm wondering if Gears of War E-Day is being used kind of as a test subject to see whether or not like exclusive still can be something for Xbox. So it's kind of like they're testing it. Like if it fails, it fails. I mean, we at least tried. Like I don't know if this is like, because Asha Sharma said that they're like Xbox is not in the best state right now in a number of ways, but certainly, the games, I don't know if it's so much the games personally. I mean, I do think it is somewhat that, but I just think it's, dude, you're getting crushed by PlayStation and Nintendo. Like you're like the console sales are really telling us something. So obviously your games are not going to do as well as say PlayStation because there's more people playing on PlayStation than Xbox. I mean, you got to kind of, whatever. I don't know if it's necessarily like an exclusive issue. I think that the issue is that you guys planted your flag one way, and PlayStation strategized in other ways, Nintendo strategized in other ways, and we've kind of we're here now. This is where we are. I just don't want Gears of War, my favorite franchise ever, dude, to be used as a fucking like kind of a test subject to see, do exclusives still work for us here at Xbox? And then if it does well, which I think it will, I really hope it does, I think then they might be like, okay, let's do Halo, and then let's do, or Halo 7 and, so on and so forth. What do you think, dude? Yeah, I mean, are you, this whole PlayStation debacle, bro, they pulled it, the graphic, you think that there's a morale issue going on now over at the Coalition because of it? They've been obviously working on it. I mean, dude, it was on the fucking graphic. It was definitely, it's something.
Right.
What do you think, dude?
Well, I reacted to that live, and when I saw, I didn't even see it when it was like happening in the video. I just didn't. And somebody actually let me know in the chat at the time. They were like, they made it private. And so I went and looked, and I'm like, oh, what the fuck? Why'd they make it private? And like somebody in the chat was like, it showed the PlayStation logo. I was like, what? So I went back and I looked. I'm like, oh my god, it did. And so I had this kind of like this little bit of a rage moment where I was just like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Why are it kind of came to be like TC just didn't give a fuck at that moment, because like it's so it's not like a lazy thing, but it could have just been like forgotten. Like whoever was doing the video or whatever, they could have just simply forgot. And to think that got through after like being complete for weeks at that point, like the whole video was probably complete weeks before the showcase. So like that really kind of lit a fire under my ass. Like, you're telling me that this game was made with PlayStation in mind, and right like when Asha decides, hey, this is exclusive now, we're basically just gonna cut it the fuck off? Or like we're kind of just limiting it now?
At least make it a timed exclusive, or
I would have definitely preferred that. Because like, dude, it is so clearly made with PlayStation in mind. I mean, after watching all that and the center screen, I mean, they've never done the center screen in any of the games, but they're doing it now. Come on. So this game was clearly made with PlayStation in mind.
Yeah. Well, and
I just hate how that came to be, because it's like, dude, it could have just been pushed right under the rug. It could have just fucking been a secret, or, whatever. But now it's a big fucking deal because somebody got lazy, or somebody forgot about it,
or someone didn't get the memo, or whatever. Yeah. I mean,
yeah,
I don't
something.
know. Something happened. And, the thing for me, though, also, dude, is I've given Asha Sharma a lot of praise, dude. For what
Yeah.
she's done some awesome shit, man. She really has. She's done some awesome shit. I think Xbox is making a comeback and everything else. But that move, I think, was her first major mistake. And if we had Phil Spencer, guys, Gears of War E-Day would be on PlayStation. It would be on PlayStation,
Absolutely.
ladies and gentlemen. So, like, and I'm not saying like, oh, well, I would rather have Phil right now, but it's like, well, if it would mean that Gears of War, the game that we all care about in this community, is way fucking bigger, because it's going to PlayStation, I don't know, dude. Like, Asha is just getting here, and like her trajectory, I think that she's gonna do great shit in the future. But it just so happened that the one fucking game, dude, that we all care about is the one that's kind of getting the fucking, like, we're getting like the shitty end of the stick somewhat. It just kind of feels that way, and because the way I see it is, the exclusives of Xbox should be the new ideas that people come out with. Hey guys, listen to this. Do you guys remember watching the Xbox Game Showcase? What was the only motherfucking game, the only other Xbox exclusive shown at the showcase outside of Gears of War E-Day? You guys remember what game it was? Bro, Clockwork Revolution. And guess what? It's a brand new fucking IP. Yep. The Xbox needs new shit. Let the shit that's been here for a while go to other platforms, bro. Like, I don't know. I've been saying that for a while. And I mean, look, guys, I also want to tell you guys this. This is the last time that you're going to hear me on this soapbox talking about this shit, because I don't believe that it's something that necessarily is going to get reversed. Like us talking about it a lot, I don't think they're going to be like, oh, Zero and Extra are talking about this shit a lot. It's getting a lot of people talking. We got to reverse this shit. Like, I think that maybe it's something that we can talk about in the future about, release this shit as, like, later on as a PlayStation title as well. Like, give us a second wind or whatever. Like, because it's right there. They've got it. It's right fucking there. It was made with PlayStation in mind. So anyways, that shit really bothered me. And I said it before, Extra, and I still believe it right now. I said it on Sunday, or after the Direct and everything. I'll say it again. I believe that it is one of the worst decisions that has ever happened to the Gears of War franchise. I would say it's one of the top three. I would say the first one was certainly going the direction after Gears of War 3 to Gears of War Judgment. That decision from Rod was I cannot, like, my thoughts about it. It's like, just, okay, Gears of War Judgment's one of them. The direction we went with Gears 5, like, after, Gears of War 4, like, Gears 5 going, like, into this fully, like, just, like, changing a lot of things that, like, in a negative way for us, very bright, colorful, semi-open world, like, the direction of the story, and then, like, that, I would say that was an issue to me as well. But this one, and it sucks Extra. You want to know why it sucks so bad for me to say this? Because I believe it's one of the worst decisions that I have seen in Gears of War's, like, history. The thing that sucks about it is, I don't think E-Day is anywhere near the level of a fucking Gears of War Judgment or Gears 5.
No.
But this story is putting it there. Like, it's fucking bullshit. Because I think E-Day has the opportunity to bring us back to, like, glory years, dude. And it's like, this fucking thing that happened is, I just think it's one of the worst decisions I have seen in Gears of War history.
Here's a point that I'll make. And I do agree, like, this should have absolutely went to PlayStation eventually. At the least. At the least. It should have eventually.
Yep, 100%.
But the thing that I was actually talking about last night on live stream is they've basically got a jackpot in their hand. They've got 'Cause if we think about this, Gears of War is 20 years old at this point.
Mm-hmm.
We've got a lot of old players saying they want to play this game. And brand new players on Xbox that have never played past Gears of War 3. I mean, that's 15 years alone.
Yeah.
They've never played the games past that. So you're bringing in all these old players. Like, it's bringing in nostalgia and just a want to play a new game for new players.
Right.
Like, there's not much out there like this game. And, like, what the fuck else are you going to play on Game Pass when this game comes out?
Right.
What else are you going to play? Call of Duty?
Yeah.
You can't.
You can't. No. You cannot.
So I think this is the perfect game. I do agree this should have absolutely went to PlayStation. But I think it's kind of like a two-edged, like a two-sided, a double-edged sword. This game could do really fucking good for Game Pass and make a shit ton of money for Xbox being exclusive.
I have a question.
On the other end,
oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
it could limit it.
Yeah.
On the other end, it could limit its impact.
Yeah.
So,
I got a question for you, dude. Do you think that E-Day should have gone to Game Pass day one? Now that we know it's an exclusive, right? Do you think it should have gone to Game Pass day one? Because I'm kind of wondering, like, well, Call of Duty's not going to Game Pass day one, and then it's going multi-platform, and it's going to come to Game Pass a year later. I'm just wondering, like, you know, you got a $400 million budget. You got, dude, it's awesome for us. So, like, for those of us who like Game Pass or Game Pass subscribers, it's cool. But it's like, it's going to inflate the numbers, certainly. But
absolutely.
I don't know. I mean, the sales numbers is the question here. You know, is it going to, I mean, and maybe that's why they're, you know, it looks like they're going to kind of dive a little bit into the microtransaction realm. Maybe.
Oh, no.
Well, you know, I mean, who knows? I hope, like I said, I hope not, but we're already kind of seeing it with, like, these different editions, you know, like, fucking Ghost Rider, Marcus.
Yeah.
You know, but
we've also seen that in Call of Duty for a long time.
Oh, hell yeah, of course.
Right?
Oh, of course, dude. Of course. Yeah, so, I mean, it's not the worst thing. Like, Ghost Rider Marcus is not worse than fucking Bart Simpson.
Nicki Minaj.
Nicki Minaj. Yeah, 100%. But anyways, yeah, so I'm going to move off of the PlayStation thing, guys, like, because maybe it's something that, like, you know what, they could be like, you know what, at some point next year, they're like, you know what, guys, we were thinking about it, and PlayStation, let's go to PlayStation. It's here, you know, we give it a year on Xbox, see how it goes, and then that'll help boost its numbers again. I mean, then at that point, Gears is fucking off to the races. But anyway, at least for now, I think it was an absolutely terrible decision. But that leads me to this last part of the bad for me. And you know what, Extra? This is one of those ones that, to me, was good. Or I should say, like, I wouldn't say it was great, but it was good. I was like, okay, I'm kind of, like, vibing with this. I liked what I was seeing from the segments of what we saw, the semi-open world. Like, I really thought that I would hate the semi-open world thing, or the exploration element, you know, of E-Day. From what we were seeing, though, I was like, you know, I'm feeling this just because it's hitting the tone. We've got the setting, all of that stuff. I'm like, I'm in. One of the things that I said on Sunday that I was okay with, that I was like, oh, this can be kind of interesting, I've changed my tune on. I don't really love the side missions. I don't really love the, you know, let's go help this person in need or whatever. There's something to me that at first I was like, yeah, this could be interesting. Like, you go save this person, or it's kind of like a decision that you make, and maybe that decision affects, like, you know, it's kind of like you want to take the left path or the right path, you know, and, you know, during the campaign, you can go help people that are in need and stuff. And at first I was on board with it. I'm not anymore though. I don't really like it because I feel like it's going to take us a little bit out of the experience. Like in terms of, I feel like you're going to be on a mission and then all of a sudden there's going to be like, hey, there's people over here that need help. And then you're like, oh yeah, okay. Like, and then you go over there and then you're like, after you're done with that mission, wait a minute, what the fuck were we doing again? Oh yeah, we're going over here. Wait, where? Well, let me pull up my map. And then you like, you know what I'm saying? Like kind of get like this Halo Infinite kind of vibe. So anyways, I liked it at first. I don't like it now. What do you think about these little side missions of like helping people and stuff like that during the campaign?
I'd prefer to see that in like a arcade mode, like Gears of War 3 had.
Yeah.
But as far as like, I actually been thinking about this a lot lately. This game needs to feel like an alien invasion, or like it just needs to be way bigger than the previous games, because this is day one of shit hitting the fan. I mean, there should be so many wretches. There should be so many drones, corpsers, fucking berserker. Maybe the berserker's fat now, but
Yeah.
I like this game really needs to let you know that shit is serious. And I think going basically off the point to where you were saying, it takes you out of the immersion.
Yeah.
And like, as it could introduce like new fun things for you and your 3 other friends, but like at the same time, like, and I think that's going to add some padding to the runtime. I do think that like it probably could add like, you know, 20 minutes here, 20 minutes there, 20 minutes here. So I really would like them to not add that into the main game. I would love them to have like an arcade style where you could just go through, you know, maybe know your runtime throughout the game, how fast you're getting through the game and stuff like that. Have like kind of like objectives throughout the game in arcade. I don't want to see that kind of thing in the main campaign though. It needs to be balls to the walls. This fucking dude just died right next to me, died right in my arms.
Yep.
And it just needs to be serious.
Yeah.
It just needs to.
I'm totally with you. I don't want it to feel like Spider-Man. You know, like, oh, over here, there's, you know, let's go save this person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want it to feel like that. I want it to feel like, yeah, because it does feel like the direction that they're taking is a little bit more, it seems like maybe like kind of like a Gears of War 1, something like that, but more open. Like a little bit more of like an open Gears of War 1. And I'm sure that they're hiding certain things from us. You know what I'm saying? They're definitely, they're holding things back. They're not showing us, obviously, probably some of the like the really cool like dark sequences and like the nighttime. Like there's probably some crazy horror elements at night and stuff that they're gonna probably show us. I like during the actual campaign. I don't know. That was just one thing, dude, that I didn't really. At first I liked, I just don't like it anymore. I really don't. I just don't want it to feel like Halo Infinite. I really don't, man. Because I thought that the Halo Infinite story, I really wasn't a big fan of it. Like
I didn't even complete it.
No, I
thought it was incredibly mid.
It was so mid, bro. I didn't think it was that great. I thought that, you know, like some people give the multiplayer some crap with Halo, but I thought, whatever, doesn't matter. But I guess what I'm getting at in terms of the campaign was I didn't really like this, like, you know, this the way that Halo Infinite and how 343, now Halo Studios, kind of constructed that. And I don't really want that here with Gears of War E-Day, you know, because I feel like we're talking 3 days. This should be nonstop for the most part. Like, it should be nonstop. Like, yo, we got to go here. We got to go there. Like, we got to, I mean, there's just constant things happening. Yeah, sure, there might be couple, there might be times like in the beginning of the story where, like Marcus and Dom are sitting down at the bar, they're talking. Then you've got, there's little things that maybe like the pace slows down slightly, but for the most part, dude, shit is happening. There really shouldn't be like moments that you're just able to like kind of chill, or so anyways. That was just something that I've kind of thought about over the course of the last, week. And I definitely do not really want, I'm not too thrilled about it. Maybe they integrate it in a way that makes sense, but, we'll kind of have to wait and see.
I have another point on that too.
Yeah.
The only time we slow down in any of the trilogy games is to showcase the atmosphere of the game.
Yeah.
And it's not based on go here, go there. It's based on this is what we can do with this engine. And this is amazing. Like when we go down into the hollows in Gears of War 2, there's not much action going on right away. It's to showcase the environment, the hollows, the atmosphere, the graphics. And even when we go into Dirty Little Secrets, when we find the sires, that starts off relatively slow too, but it's because it's trying to showcase you. It's trying to immerse you into the world, not try to give you more gameplay.
And build tension.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
I agree, dude. I really, I said this, dude, and I still 100% like believe that this is like the closest thing that we're gonna get as far as maybe Xbox is concerned. This looks to me to be like Xbox's The Last of Us in a number of ways. As I watched like some of the gameplay, it not all the gameplay, but like just the way that it looks. And bro, I was kind of like just in a little bit of my downtime as I was editing and stuff. I took one of the sequences from the gameplay trailer, the initial one that was shown at the Xbox Game Showcase, and it was civilian Marcus. And I took a snapshot of it, and I compared it to a snapshot of The Last of Us, of the character of us playing as Joel, and it was fucking crazy how identical it was. Wild. And so, anyways, I think that Gears of War E-Day has taken inspiration from a couple of other games that have worked. And, like a lot of people are comparing, it to Warhammer. I think that there's definitely some similarities with that.
absolutely.
There's no doubt, especially when you got the COG gear on and everything else. The environments, the fucking, like the craziness reminds me a lot of The Last of Us Part 1, certainly. And so, anyways, those are, dude, and I'm all in for it. I feel like them creating kind of a E-Day being, I mean, really, the E-Day in Sarah was The Last of Us. Like, it was a Last of Us moment, dude. So, anyways, I'm all in for it. And I think that maybe Xbox thought of, that's what they thought of when they wanted to make, decided to make this an exclusive or something. Who knows? But anyways, let's move on to the ugly. And I would say, guys, that the main thing here with the ugly, and by the way, was there anything else extra that you would say was bad, maybe not super like ugly with this thing?
One thing that if anybody's been following the channel, how I felt when I reacted to the trailer. When I saw Marcus pick up that Nasher, and I looked up to the top right, and I saw 6 shots, I got a little pissed off. Because, if we all remember, Gears 5 launched with 6 shots in the Nasher. And what happened? The community absolutely fucking hated it. And they changed it. So, I was a little pissed off to see 6 shots back in the Nasher because to me it felt like, hey, we know that you guys don't want six shots in the Nasher, but we're gonna fucking do it anyway.
Right.
So it really fucking just, and I'm sorry to cuss so many times, but it really just does light a fire under my ass because to me it felt like they just didn't give a shit. So,
Yeah.
but hopefully they listen to feedback about that. I've heard King Abs talk about it. I was so thankful for Abs to say something about that. So I think TC really does need to listen to the community, especially since this is going to be an Xbox exclusive, and there's a lot of us content creators out here that have been with this game for a long time, and we know what's good for this game. I mean, obviously. So
The thing, my main, when people ask me about it, I say, yeah, I don't think that, this isn't a good idea for us to go back to this where, because it didn't work with Gears 5. So why would it work now? My only thought is that with the new movement mechanics and everything, I'm wondering if they see something that we're not seeing. Like they're thinking this will work with the new movement, the new, like just everything. This will work better than it did with all the with roadie run, with wall bouncing, with all this stuff, or I should say wall bouncing like at a crazy clip and all of that. I'm wondering if they see something that we're not seeing right now. That would be my only thought, but I agree with you overall that it, like we've already kind of been down this before. Like we shouldn't be doing this again. I do like, it's kind of almost like they added more bullets to everything, because even like, when we're looking at like the Lancer, well, I mean, they added more bullets there.
yep.
So I don't know. It's hard to say. I'm just wondering if it's like it's because of the movement, or it's hard to say. I'm not sure. Like they don't. There's a thought in my head that I'm wondering if they think from having maybe early playtesting and things of that nature that maybe the game doesn't move as quickly, or something. I'm not sure. I don't know. I really don't know. You're probably right though that this is a problem. Like, and I think if it becomes an issue, they'll certainly address it.
I think so.
I think so too.
I think so.
Yeah, I think so too.
But yeah, I don't think it's going to be a major issue. It just felt like a slap to the face to me because us as the community, we really did not like that change, and
we cooked them.
I don't know. Yeah, they got absolutely destroyed for that, and they fixed it. So I don't know. Maybe this game will play a lot better with the one shell at a time active reload. Maybe. Right. I don't know. We haven't played the game yet.
Yeah. And I mean, I think they're probably going to collect that feedback certainly during the beta.
Yep.
I mean, definitely. Okay. Let's get to the ugly, guys. And like I said, there's not a ton of ugly, but there is some. And the one at the top of the list, at the pinnacle of the ugly that is happening here, the unfortunate reality of what happened to our beloved Gears of War E-Day, is that it is releasing October 6th, in a month where you are 1 month from GTA 6, 2 weeks ahead of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4. Whoever made that decision needs to be fired. It's a fireable offense. I was thinking about this extra, and I was like, bro, you're going to tell me that someone at Xbox or whoever does their scheduling thought that this was a good idea. Now, I am going to say this, guys, because although I do think it is like an absolutely, it could be a catastrophic mistake, them doing this, because we've seen games in the past where this has happened, where games get too close to Call of Duty and they just get completely annihilated. it's happened, and it's been other shooters. Now, a little bit different. This is a third-person shooter. We saw Titanfall. Guys, does everybody remember what happened to Titanfall?
Yep.
I mean, Call of Duty...
Completely overshadowed.
Hey, Extra. Remember this, dude. When Titanfall 2 released, okay, it was between Battlefield 1 and Infinite Warfare. But here's the thing that a lot of people don't remember, was that was a year. Infinite Warfare, ladies and gentlemen, was the #1 most disliked YouTube video on planet Earth. I should say of all time for a period of time. I think it's been passed in recent years, but it was one of the most disliked videos on YouTube of all time. Titanfall got fucking annihilated. Like, destroyed to a point, ladies and gentlemen, that we have never gotten a continuation. We never got a sequel. They didn't get an opportunity to round out the trilogy of Titanfall, which I believe Titanfall was very innovative. It was really a cool franchise. And we never got a continuation because they launched it for whatever reason. Vince Zampella thought it was a good idea to try to release as they wanted to be a part of the big three. They wanted to be like, yo, the big three is Call of Duty, Battlefield, and now Titanfall, and they got completely destroyed. And Titanfall was never the same. Sure, we got Apex Legends way later on, but I'm saying that because you can look at things that have happened before to be able to kind of tell yourself like, hey, maybe this is a good idea, or maybe this is not such a good idea. And I will tell you, Extra, I think that even if Gears of War E-Day was coming on PlayStation, which it should have been, but even if it was, this is still not a good release date. It still wouldn't be. It would still be a terrible release date. I would be like, you know what, dude? They're going to try to kind of put their two juggernauts right now up against each other, and maybe they're going to cross market. And if they do that, this is the silver lining of all of this, guys. Maybe, just maybe, Xbox is like, you know what? These are the two heaviest hitters. We're going to own October. And the way we're going to own October is we're going to use Gears of War E-Day to help market Call of Duty. Call of Duty is going to help market Gears of War. And how they do this is going to be interesting if this is what their thought is. A situation maybe similar to what should have happened with Helldivers 2 and Gears of War Reloaded. They were going on opposite platforms, and Helldivers 2 did great for Xbox. Gears of War Reloaded did, pretty piss poor compared to what it should have done for PlayStation. And I think a lot of it was the marketing and whatever. We're not really going to get into that. Could we see something similar here, but now with two of Xbox's, Extra, these are the two, these are the pivotal games for Xbox, probably of the whole year. You could argue maybe Forza, which did awesome for Xbox, but these two games are pivotal for Xbox. I'm wondering, dude, call me intrigued by, yes, this is fucking ugly right now, but depending on what they decide to do here in terms of, could they try to cross market? Like, yo, guys, we're going to give you guys a fucking hefty budget, boom, for both of you, that being Infinity Ward and the Coalition. Market the fuck out of this, but let's do some, I don't know exactly what they're going to do. I have no idea, but I'm wondering, because I'm seeing the writing on the wall right now with the Coalition is doing some kind of microtransactions. I just believe it because we got Iron coming back. Like I said, the writing is there. And so are we going to get Captain Price in Gears? Are we going to get WWE characters in Gears? I don't want to see this shit. But I'm just telling you guys, don't be surprised if they start doing this. And now, if you're doing it from a cross-marketing perspective, and you're trying to kind of uplift both of these to a high level, I think that there's certain ways you can do it, and it would be unbelievable. It would be great. But I don't know. That's my only thought, Extra. Why would you put this 2 weeks before COD, dude? It's like it's kind of marketing death. It's literally like, are you trying to like kind of put so much noise out there between COD and Gears that people forget about GTA? Like, what's the strategy here? Like, what are we trying to do? Are we trying to really uplift both games to a point? Or are you, like, you just don't want to compete with PlayStation the month before? Like, in September? Like, I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. What do you think's happening here, dude? Why is Gears of War E-Day, which it's very ugly right now, coming out October 6th, 2 weeks before Call of Duty, and, you know, a little bit over a month away from Grand Theft Auto 6. It's been a week, dude. Make sense of this, dude. Talk to me.
I can't make sense of it at all.
Yeah.
To be completely honest with you, the only thing that I can see for reasoning is that Xbox is going to push Gears of War E-Day as that Xbox Game Pass game.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing I can think of. But, like, dude, why are we releasing 2 weeks before Call of Duty? That doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, this game is clearly going to be ready by September. I mean, it's so obvious it's going to be ready by September. But I don't know. I like... maybe we're wrong and, you know, September is just that loaded of a fucking month, but I just don't fucking see it.
Dude, answer this for me, Extra. Is there any game in September that is going to sniff the numbers Call of Duty's going to do?
No.
I mean, Wolverine will probably be the best-selling game of September, I think. Probably.
I think so.
It probably will. But, like, dude, I mean... I don't know. I don't understand. I don't understand it at all. I think that Call of Duty is, especially now, like, you know, surprisingly, dude, I don't know what it is, but surprisingly, there's a lot of people in the Call of Duty community that are really excited about DMZ. And I'm like, dude,
I don't see it.
What is the rage about this?
I was so confused.
I was so
seeing that.
I was very confused as well.
What is going on right now?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, but anyways, you and I both know, like, guys, we want E-Day to be the best-selling game of the year. We do. But look, the reality is that Call of Duty is gonna be big again. It just is. I mean, they're coming off of, you know, a pretty bad year with Black Ops 7, and Black Ops 7 was still, I think it was the second best-selling game of 2025 behind Battlefield 6.
That's so sad.
Behind Battlefield 6. It was
it
was like number 2 or number 3. I can't quite remember. But so obviously Xbox wants COD and Gears to stay ahead of GTA. I just don't understand why you want them both. Like, if these are your 2 biggest games of the year, why in the fuck are we going to put them 2 weeks apart? Unless you're going to do some kind of crazy cross-marketing. That's the only thing I can think of, dude. I mean, why would you do this? Why? It doesn't make sense to me. I don't know. It's crazy. I was going to ask you this, dude. One of the things that this is kind of going a little bit not off topic, but, like, bear with me. In relation to, I know we're talking about the ugly right now, but it's more of a question I have for you. Do you remember with Halo Infinite? Okay, let's go back to Halo Infinite really quick. We were talking about this a little bit earlier with the semi-open world, like like this open world kind of concept. Do you think that there's a world where Gears of War E-Day, the multiplayer, if you remember from Halo Infinite, the multiplayer was free to play. Do you think there's a world where Gears of War E-Day's multiplayer is free to play, or the multiplayer goes multi-platform? I thought about this last week.
I don't see it.
I don't see it either. I was thinking about it. I was like, because I had someone ask me about like Halo Infinite, what happened there. But like Halo Infinite, like it was free to play, but like it was free to play. The multiplayer was, but it was free to play for Xbox.
Right.
Yeah. So I don't really think that they're going to make the multiplayer free to play on Xbox. I mean, I know they're going to want a lot of people to play it, but you're kind of with Game Pass and everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't see that happening. Anyways,
it's going to be a big hitter on Game Pass regardless.
Oh, it is. It's going to be a big hit on there. Yeah.
I have one more ugly. If you don't,
I've got a couple of things, but yeah, go ahead. What's yours?
So we've actually kind of touched on this.
Shit.
I really don't like the way we're going with monetization for this game. I absolutely don't. To think that we're seeing Iron come back. Oh, and we got these banners.
You took one from me, dude. I knew it was coming too.
I fucking hate it. I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. I really fucking hate that because that's exactly why Gears 5 had a seriously bad launch. I mean, it was horrible. The amount of money that TC wanted for those fucking skins, and to expect people to just pay it up. I mean, I'm really, really nervous about the monetization of this game because it's going to turn people away. I really do think that. And it's one of the reasons why Gears 5... I mean, there's so many reasons why Gears 5 was just... I mean, that game was just an absolute fucking train wreck at launch.
Yeah.
The campaign was not good. The monetization was horrible. The earnable skins, the fucking multiplayer was completely broken. Nobody out there that can tell me that Gears 5 had a good launch. It is probably one of the worst launches I've ever seen for a multiplayer game ever. And we all played Gears of War 2 at launch.
Yep.
So, like, it was horrible. And to think that this game is implementing the same fucking things that Gears 5 had such backlash over from the community just really rubs me the wrong way. I really fucking hate it.
Yeah. Yep. I don't like it at all, dude. I'm totally with you. I think that guys, look, at the end of the day, we understand that these companies need to make money. I mean, we're talking, okay,
right.
We're talking $400 million to make this game, or half a billion dollars to make it after it's all said and done. But here's the thing, dude. I feel like you can do it in a way that supports the game. Like, I feel like people, okay, guys, like, let me give you an example of something. The biggest, and I'm going to this is a reference to like esports, but I'm not talking about Gears esports, but a reference to esports or a game that has like a really, really awesome way in which that they have people support the game, but it goes back into the game in like a really cool way. So, for example, Dota 2. Dota 2 is a massive game, guys, especially internationally. Massive. Yep. They have the biggest prize pool of any esport on the planet. It's not even close. It is absolutely fucking huge. Just go look at the prize pool for last year's the international for Dota 2. That being said, though, the way that they do it is they have a pot of money. And that pot, people will put money into it, but like it's not even so much that they're putting money into it. They're buying skins. They're buying shit from, like, you know, it could be skins from the esports teams. It could be like a number of different things that relate to the game, And that part of that money goes into the pot for the international. And so it goes throughout the entire year, and then that pot, that amount of money just goes up and up and up. But a lot of times what Dota does really well, they have an awesome system in place where it's like, it's not just a bunch of like, I don't know, extra. It's not a bunch of like slop. It's like it's like
they put effort into it.
Yeah, they put effort into it because they're getting something out of it. So it's like we give to the community gives back to us. And it's just kind of like this relationship. And so I'm all about like having, really cool cosmetic items and stuff, but like it's gotta be like, look, dude, I'm a content creator and I don't want I'm not the kind of guy that like, oh yeah, let's open up like, oh, the coalition gave me 100 packs to open on stream today.
Oh my God.
Bro, come on.
Don't do that shit to me.
Dude, like I just, look.
That is not good.
I like, for me, it's like, I want us to earn cool shit. Really cool shit. And the stuff that we like, like give me a reason to buy something. Like you have something like some kind of like really cool skin or something that you're gonna sell to me. Well, what is the purpose of you selling it to me? Like what is this? Where's this money going? Is it going to help like if you gave me like a roadmap of understanding like, okay, this money that we get from this drop, like a fucking whatever, apparel drop, or if it's a like this season, whatever it is, if you give me a reason to put money towards it, like this money's going to go to help the esports scene. This money that we raise this season is going to go towards us adding a new game mode, like we're going to bring back classic horde mode, or we're going to bring some new maps out or whatever. Like you give us a reason to back something, we'll fucking back it. But like if it's just like this bullshit where it's, partnerships with the WWE, and we're going to have fucking Undertaker running around in Gears of War E-Day. Yeah. Like we don't want that, dude. That's not what we want, bro. Like we want to back something, but we want it to like, I feel like we want our money to go towards something special. Like, I don't know. It's hard. I hope I'm kind of making sense, guys, in terms of the way my brain works. I do want to, like, I want to give my money to something that I, like, believe in, something that I'm like, okay, this money, I'm going to get something out of it, but they're going to take part of that money and they're going to help support the esports scene. Or they're going to, allocate some of this money to give us new maps or to add new modes or shit, dude. Like, yo, guys, we're gonna start working on the next Gears of War title. Like, here's dude, like fundraisers, like stuff like that, bro. Like people will buy into shit like that if you you put it out there in a way where I just feel like so many studios don't have relationships with their communities. I don't know. That's just that's how I feel, dude. That's how I feel about it. Yep. But anyways, my next thing, dude, is I follow a lot of games, Extra. I do follow a lot of different games, and I was watching that. I watched the Xbox Game Showcase over again because in the moment of the showcase, like while it's happening and everything, after we got that first gameplay trailer, dude, I was so fucking locked into Gears of War, and like we were just, I wasn't really,
I couldn't remember anything else that was
I
happening.
wasn't really able to watch the rest of the showcase, and people were saying like, oh dude, the showcase was actually pretty good, and I was like, all right, well, I went back and I was watching it over, and the thing I noticed, dude, was, well, I mentioned it earlier in our stream here, all of the games, all of them, except for Gears of War, E-Day, and Clockwork Revolution, all of them are coming to PlayStation as well as Xbox. And I know that a lot of that was, maybe not Asha's decision. I mean, she wanted to, it sounds like she wanted to pull Halo from going to PlayStation, or she pulled the Halo trailer, and then, like, she wanted some of these other games to not be, games that would be going multi-platform. But one of the things that's ugly for me, dude, is even though we've been getting a lot of really good buzz, a lot of really, like, just lots of great, like, buzz around Gears of War E-Day. I mean, we were the direct. We should get some fucking buzz, dude. And the game looks fucking phenomenal. But one of the games, dude, I was noticing, and a game I've been tracking for quite some time, is State of Decay 3. And State of Decay 3, guys, is a survival horror game that's coming out. It has been... that's a game that has had 2 games up to this point, both of which were Xbox console exclusives. The third game now, we thought was going to be a console exclusive, but it's coming to PlayStation. One of the things that's ugly for me extra is, because I've been following State of Decay 3 since 2020, since it was announced. And I think that State of Decay 3, even though it's coming out next year, I was looking at the numbers State of Decay 3 was getting in terms of the traction. Like, for example, the gameplay trailer and that it had at the showcase is up there with Gears of War E-Day. And it wasn't even the fucking direct. And I'm like, I was looking at some of the numbers of some of these other games that were getting shown at the showcase, comparing it to E-Day. And I think that a number of these games that have not been bigger than Gears of War up to this point, like in terms of following, fan base, all of that, I do think something that's ugly in my mind is that I believe that State of Decay 3 will be bigger, and I think it might be bigger by a wide margin to Gears of War when it comes out in 2027, because it's now going to a massive audience that's PlayStation. And State of Decay, it's kind of crazy, dude, has a ravenous fucking fan base too. It's a small fan base, but they're fucking crazy. And I think that game with PlayStation, I guess what I'm saying, dude, is I think that a number of these games, now that they're going to other platforms, we're going to start seeing, like, Gears of War is going to get passed up in terms of, from, like, viewership perspectives, and not even so much like viewership, because I think that we've got a really solid community, but, like, I should say sales, like sales numbers. If you're going to other platforms like that, some of these games, bro, I'm thinking about it. I'm like, fuck, dude, this is not, like, I want Gears of War just as a franchise. I want it to be one of the best-selling games every time a new game comes out. Like, I just want it to be really up there. Do you think that E-Day, dude, legit, like, it could be, like, let's take this year, with the release date being a couple of weeks from Call of Duty, it going to Xbox Game Pass day one, do you think it could still be one of the best-selling games this year? With all of that kind of stuff maybe going against it a little bit, and the numbers will be good, I think, in terms of people playing it. I'm just saying from sales numbers, how well do you think E-Day will do? Do you think that it can make a good portion of its money back within 2 weeks before Call of Duty and then moving into the holiday season?
I don't really know. It's a hard one.
Yeah, because we're talking maybe $500 million.
Yeah, I don't. Well, with all the monetization I think they're going to be putting in the game, I mean, I don't know. It's really kind of a toss-up. I would say they probably don't sell a whole lot of copies of this game. Game Pass is going to be the #1 driver for Gears of War. And is State of Decay coming to Game Pass, or?
Yeah.
It is? Okay.
Yeah, so so it's going to come to Game Pass, PlayStation 5, it's, I didn't think it was going to have even close to the numbers that Gears of War E-Day did, but it just,
It's been just as long, hasn't it,
What do you mean?
for the development of State of Decay
Yeah,
3
it's
compared
been
to
yeah. It's been a while. Yeah, the State of Decay community's been waiting a while.
State of Decay 2 was pretty good.
Yeah, it wasn't bad, and the new one looks. Hey, dude, Coalition's been helping them. It's clear.
Yep.
You see the graphics and stuff. It's like, yeah, dude, the Coalition's been helping these guys, man. You can just tell. I mean, it's the best looking State of Decay game. It's not even close. Yeah. The other ones, you know, a lot of them were really buggy and glitchy, and like they had all kinds of little issues. But like, yeah, this one looks. I guess just ultimately, dude, I just don't want to see like some of these newer franchises just start fucking like taking over, like not taking over, but like just. I don't know. It bugs me. It just bugs me more than anything that like I feel like Gears of War should be
Should
one
have its moment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep. It should have its own moment, and it seems like it's not going to get that very much.
It's going to have a small moment, you know. It'll have a small moment.
Yep.
But yeah, it's tough, dude. And you know what, dude? And then the last thing I wanted to say before we get out of here, guys, is the Gears of War edict not having, I think we might have touched on it a little bit, but at first I'm kind of with you, dude, with like Roadie Run. I was kind of like, dude. Well, I even told you, like, I didn't really like the way that we saw Civilian Marcus run in, and like just the way that the movement kind of looked kind of like wonky. And then when we got the COG gear, it looked a lot better, but I gotta tell you, dude, even though the Roadie Run, you know, it is, I mean, that is a staple of Gears of War. The more I've thought about it, I'm like, I'm okay with like us trying something different like this, where maybe maybe not everybody, maybe Roadie Run didn't register with everyone. Maybe it's something where some people just didn't like it. They're like, dude, I don't like the way this feels. Like, you know, some people just didn't like that. Whereas a lot of us,
which I've seen.
Yeah, I've seen it too. I've seen it too. You know, Dr. Disrespect, he always talked about like one of the things he didn't like.
Exactly.
Yeah, Dr. Disrespect, he didn't like that you would like. He didn't like the Roadie Run. He didn't like that wall bouncing. He's like, dude, the whole meta is stick.
Yep,
you remember?
Stick.
Yeah, just sticking. And it's like this is that change that I think that we fucking needed, bro. And I don't know, dude. I mean, let's just see how it goes. Like shit, bro.
Yeah, I'm willing to try it out, and if it works better, that's fucking great.
Yeah,
that's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
So I'm really open to that. I will be honest, it did feel very weird. Seeing Marcus in a civilian outfit with two brand new characters, and there's no Nasher, there's no Retro right out of the gate. I mean, that just felt really fucking weird. And then to see Marcus just go into a full sprint, I was like, what the fuck is going on right now?
Bro, I got
really scared right then.
My God.
But then, you know, after we saw them getting the armor, them doing all these movements with the armor, then I was like, okay, now I can see it.
Right.
Now I see why they're doing this. Because, like, we got to think about this. There's a new slide mechanic. You know, we're going to be jumping in the game. We're going to be, like, jumping over cover and shit. And I really don't see a place where a Roadie 1 could even be in the game at that point.
Yeah.
So it makes sense. And I hope it's a better change for the future.
I hope it works, man. I hope it works brilliantly.
Yep.
Bro, I was getting cooked in the comment section
dude, I was too.
Bro, I got cooked when I was bro, you probably got cooked for different things too, but like I got absolutely annihilated by people when I called, like in the beginning with the gameplay trailer, I was like, bro, what are Juvies doing? Bro, what are the Juvies doing here? Bro, I still am getting fucking roasted for that shit, bro. They're like, dude, like, I'm like, guys, some of the locusts that are in here, I don't know what the fuck they are. People are like telling me, dude, that's a berserker. No, dude, it's a Brumach with no fucking gear or like no armor.
Yeah.
I'm like, Well, wait a minute. Do we actually know for sure what these is? What these are? I know the coalition came out about like the wretches without the armor and blah blah. You know, they've come out with some stuff.
Yeah.
But dude, do we know like these massive fucking locusts? Do we even know what they are yet?
Oh, the big one, like the one that's like slashing that one big building with like a chain.
Right.
Yeah, that's a Brumok.
It's got it. Yeah, that's what I thought. I mean, originally, like people were saying, "Oh, dude, there's like these massive massive berserkers and shit." Like, oh, dude, it was funny. But anyways, yeah, dude, getting absolutely got cooked by people about that.
Dude,
but oh,
I
man.
was straight silent for the first like fucking 6 or 7 minutes. Or no, I was silent for like the first 5 minutes.
I saw your reaction. Oh yeah. You
was petrified.
You were totally quiet for a moment. Like I could tell, dude. I think Extra thinks he's about to watch an extraction shooter.
Dude, I was so right there. I was like, what is going on right now? This is not Gears. And then, dude, when he jumped over that cover, when he jumped over that fucking shelf, I was like, this is so bad. And then, like, you know, as it went on, I was like, okay. Let's settle down a little bit.
Yeah.
But that was a complete shock.
Well, yeah, we're just so passionate about like Gears. And so like when, you know, there's like, I mean, we're good with changes, but like when you're seeing it in real time, like the reaction's like, wait a minute, are we, what's going on? I think it's different, dude. And look, guys, I think at the end of the day, we're all really, really excited. And hey, guys, I'm really thankful for all of you guys for joining me. Jersey Devils, what's up, homie? Like, Lost, Tej, Steve, what's up, homie? Really appreciate you guys, like, just being here. Jeff, what's up, Jeff? Appreciate you, brother. Oh, man. Guys, it's been an awesome show, dude. You guys have been showing up, dude, for the fucking content, man, no matter what time it's at. Like, you guys have been showing up for it. And, like, as we go here, dude, you guys motivate me so much, man. We gotta keep on. The show's gotta keep coming. Guys, there's gonna be more. We got open mics coming, Gears Cast coming, all that stuff. Like, I've got, like, lots of stuff is happening. I'm really, really excited about it. Guys, go check out Extra Father. Definitely go check out his content. He's been crushing it over there. Extra, what do you got? Any last words for the community before we wrap it up, dude?
Dude, the hard part is over, guys. The hard part is over. We are going to be cruising until August. We will be seeing more things. I guarantee we will be seeing more things from either gameplay, you know, attachments being in the game. We still don't, you know, we haven't really been talked on about that at all. Multiplayer, we'll definitely see more multiplayer before the beta. I predict we'll probably see something like around the first week of July. And it's like, dude, this is a whole reset. This is a brand new, fresh start to this thing, and we're starting off pretty damn good, guys. We are starting off pretty damn good.
And my homie Jeff in the chat said new age for Gears. That's what it is, bro.
Yep.
This is a new beginning for us. Like, I mean, whether you've played Gears of War all these years or you are brand new to this shit, dude, this game, we're all going to be at square one when this thing launches, with all the new movement mechanics, with everything new that's happening here. I mean, from the campaign to the co-op modes, the PvE, Horde Siege, like, bro, and then the multiplayer. We don't even fucking know much about the multiplayer yet. There's so much that is still yet to come, guys, and we're gonna be with you every step of the way of this journey as we move into, you know, the second half of June, inching closer to the beta in August and launch day, man. I'm super excited for it, guys, and I'm really grateful for each and every one of you for joining us here tonight. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure that you leave a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, Stay positive. Just keep grinding. And as always, I will see you guys all in the next one. Peace out, boys.